The city streets glisten under the relentless rain, each drop dancing in the glow of streetlights. Inside the cozy confines of Le Chic, a restaurant known for its elegance, the atmosphere is a comforting contrast to the storm outside. Diners laugh over clinking wine glasses, their conversations merging into a harmonious hum. Through the doorsteps, a couple, their clothes damp from the downpour, their entrance almost unnoticed amidst the evening's bustle. They shake off the chill, exchanging a knowing smile as they make their way to a secluded table near the window. Their appearance is unassuming. Worn coats, sensible shoes, nothing that would hint at the extraordinary truth beneath. They settle in with an ease that speaks of a deeper bond, an understanding beyond words. A waiter approaches, tall and confident, with a practiced smile that doesn't reach his eyes. He surveys them with a fleeting glance, assessing their value with a calculation honed by years of assumptions. "Welcome to Le Chic. May I suggest our more economical options?" he asks, his tone polished but dismissive. The couple shares a glance, the corners of their mouths twitching with the start of a secret amusement. In their eyes, a spark of something more, a plan, a test, a lesson waiting to unfold. Unbeknownst to the waiter, their presence is a deliberate choice, a subtle examination of character over appearances. For tonight, the true measure of wealth isn't in material display, but in the richness of the heart. And so, the stage is set. As the evening progresses, the waiter's assumptions will be challenged, his perceptions overturned in a revelation that promises a poetic justice. In this tale of hidden identities and unexpected truths, the couple's quiet confidence is a prelude to a lesson in humility that will echo long after the rain has ceased. The evening drifts on, and the disparity in treatment becomes starkly evident. The waiter, his eyes drawn to the glimmer of gold, watches and designer suits at neighboring tables, barely conceals his disdain for the couple. His movements are brisk and dismissive, as though serving them were a chore beneath his expertise. Each time he approaches, the couple is met with a tone sharp enough to cut through the ambient chatter. The woman, her patience like a deep well, asks politely for a refill of water. The waiter's response, a begrudging nod, carries with it an air of barely concealed contempt. "I'll get to it when I can," he replies, turning his attention quickly to a table of well-dressed guests. This slight, this blatant disregard, is a familiar sting to many. It's the feeling of being overlooked, dismissed, judged solely by appearance, a reality faced by countless individuals in a society that often equates worth with wealth. For the couple, each patronizing word, each dismissive act, is a reminder of the prejudices that still tether human interactions in invisible chains. It's not just the waiter who plays into this dynamic. The surrounding diners, engrossed in their own conversations, are oblivious to the unfolding injustice. Their laughter and clinking glasses, a backdrop to the couple's quiet endurance. In this microcosm of society, the power imbalance is palpable. The man, observing the waiter's preferential treatment of others, leans back in his chair, a wry smile playing on his lips. His eyes linger on the waiter, not with anger, but with a knowing patience. He understands the game, the unwritten rules that dictate how people are perceived and treated based on their outward appearances. As the waiter continues to fawn over the more affluent guests, offering extra attention and swift service, the couple becomes an afterthought, a mere obligation in his eyes. Yet, beneath their calm facade, the seeds of a different narrative are being sown. The woman's gaze, soft yet resolute, meets her partner's, and in that silent exchange, an unspoken decision is made. They will let the evening play out, allowing the waiter to weave his tapestry of assumptions, unaware that the very threads he uses are about to unravel. This is more than a dinner. It's a reflection of societal biases, where the veneer of wealth often blinds the eyes of those who choose to see only what they want. As dessert is served, a simple gesture by the waiter, a gratuitous smile to the neighboring table, a curt nod to the couple, cements his role in this drama of misconceptions. In this tale, The injustice isn't just personal, it's emblematic of a broader struggle where respect is a currency often withheld from those deemed unworthy by superficial standards. And as the night deepens, so too does the anticipation of a revelation that promises to shift the balance and expose the true measure of worth. The evening drags on slowly, as if time itself is suspended in the heavy air of the restaurant. The couple sits quietly, their meals half finished, the waiter's dismissive attitude lingering like a bitter aftertaste. It's a low point, an accumulation of small indignities that pile up like stones, each one a reminder of the world's harsh judgments. The man, eyes fixed on the flickering candlelight, feels the familiar tug of despair. For a moment, he wonders if they're foolish to expect anything different, if perhaps the world will always see them through a skewed lens. His mind drifts to all the times they've faced similar dismissals, the weight of society's prejudice heavy on his shoulders. But then, he looks at his partner, and a glimmer of resolve begins to take root. She meets his gaze, her expression one of quiet determination. It's as if she can read the doubts swirling in his mind, and she refuses to let them take hold. "Remember why we're here," she says softly, her voice a gentle reminder of the purpose behind their actions. "This isn't about us, it's about something much bigger." Her words ignite a spark within him, a rekindling of their shared mission. He reflects on their journey, the countless times they've used their anonymity to reveal the true character of those around them. It's a realization that this moment, this dinner, is just another chapter in their ongoing story. As they sit in silence, the noise of the restaurant fades into the background. It's a moment of introspection where the injustices of the evening crystallize into a clear choice. They could leave, let the waiter's behavior go unchecked, or they could turn this experience into a catalyst for change. The decision is made with a simple nod, a mutual understanding that they will not let this pass unnoticed. Their silence is not an admission of defeat, but a prelude to action. The power begins to shift, the balance of the evening set to tip in their favor. The woman, usually content to observe, takes the lead, her voice steady and calm as she calls the waiter over. Her demeanor is unyielding, a quiet strength that commands attention. The waiter approaches, his expression a mix of annoyance and surprise. In her next words, the tension in the room pulls taut. "We've noticed how you've treated us tonight," she begins, her tone measured but firm. "And we have a story to share, one that might make you rethink your assumptions." The waiter's eyes widen, a flicker of uncertainty crossing his features. He stands at their table, caught off guard, as the couple prepares to reveal the truth of who they are, and the opportunities his behavior has squandered. The room seems to hold its breath, the anticipation building as the couple prepares to turn the evening's narrative on its head. In their hands, they hold the power to change perceptions, to expose the waiter's biases while offering him a chance at redemption. As the couple leans forward, ready to unveil their secret, the atmosphere crackles with the promise of a reveal that will not only shift the dynamic of their evening, but will also leave a lasting impression on the waiter and those around them. The restaurant remains abuzz, but at the couple's table, time seems to slow as the weight of their revelation begins to unfurl. The waiter, standing with a veneer of indifference, is about to face a truth that will shatter his assumptions. The woman, with a calm confidence that belies her modest appearance, begins their tale. "We came here tonight not just for a meal," she explains, her voice cutting through the ambient noise with a clarity that demands attention. "You see, we have a bit of a hobby, my husband and I. We like to see how people treat others based on nothing more than appearances." The waiter's brow furrows, a flicker of confusion crossing his face. The diners nearby, sensing a shift in the atmosphere, turn their attention towards the unfolding drama. "We've visited many places, met many people," the man adds, his tone even, but with an undercurrent of authority. "And we've found that the true measure of a person isn't in how they treat those they think can offer them something, but in how they treat everyone, regardless of what they see on the surface." The waiter's smirk falters, the reality of the situation beginning to dawn on him. He stands frozen, the confidence he wore like armor now slipping away. "What you didn't know," the woman continues, her voice unwavering, "is that we have the means to help those who show kindness without expectation. We look for those who see beyond the exterior, who understand that true value isn't worn on the sleeve." Her words hang in the air, a revelation that sends ripples through the room. The waiter's face pales, his earlier dismissive demeanor now a liability as the couple's true nature is revealed. They are benefactors, philanthropists in disguise, testing the integrity of those they encounter. The power dynamic shifts palpably, the waiter's control crumbling as he realizes the opportunity he's squandered. The couple's secret, once hidden beneath layers of modesty, now shines brightly, illuminating the depths of their character. The diners, once oblivious, now watch with rapt attention, the unfolding scene, a testament to the folly of judging by appearances. The emotional stakes have soared, the room buzzing with a mix of shock and admiration for the couple's quiet yet profound strength. The woman leans forward, her gaze steady as she delivers the final blow. "You had a chance," she says softly, "to show us who you truly are. And in doing so, you've shown us everything." In that moment, the waiter's facade crumbles completely, replaced by a mixture of regret and realization. The couple's lesson, both subtle and profound, is not lost on him or the onlookers who have borne witness to this unexpected reversal. As the couple rises to leave, dignity and quiet triumph in their step, the room remains hushed, the impact of their revelation lingering like an echo. The waiter, left to ponder the consequences of his actions, watches them go, a newfound humility settling in his chest. It's a moment of truth, not just for him, but for all present, a reminder that the true measure of a person is not found in superficial judgments, but in the kindness and respect they offer to all. This dinner, once ordinary, has become a lesson in humanity, a reversal that promises to resonate far beyond the confines of the restaurant. The restaurant hums softly, the evening's vibrant energy now replaced by a somber reflection. The waiter's mind races, replaying the night's events, each dismissive remark now a source of regret. The couple, with their unassuming demeanor and profound lesson, have left an indelible mark. As the last of the diners depart, the waiter is struck by the realization of what he has lost, not in material wealth, but in the richness of human connection and opportunity. His thoughts are interrupted by the manager, who approaches with a knowing look. "I saw what happened," the manager begins, his voice a mix of disappointment and understanding. "We all make mistakes, but it's how we learn from them that truly matters." The waiter's shoulders slump, the weight of his actions heavy. "I judged them," he admits, his voice tinged with remorse. "I let appearances cloud my judgment." The manager nods, placing a reassuring hand on the waiter's shoulder. "It's a lesson for us all," he replies, gesturing to the now empty dining room. "Every person who walks through those doors deserves respect, regardless of how they look." Words resonate deeply, each one peeling away the layers of the waiter's misplaced pride. He nods in agreement, a newfound resolve taking root. The couple's visit, initially seen as a routine encounter, has transformed into a pivotal turning point, a moment of humility and growth. As the restaurant staff begins to close for the night, the waiter takes a moment to reflect, staring out at the rain-soaked streets. The couple's departure, not marked by anger or retribution, but by a dignified silence, echoes in his mind. Their lesson, a testament to patience and understanding, is one he vows to carry forward. In the weeks that follow, the waiter's demeanor shifts. He becomes attentive, treating each guest with the warmth and respect they deserve. His interactions, once tainted by superficial judgments, now reflect a genuine desire to connect and serve. Word of the couple's visit and the waiter's transformation spreads, the story becoming a parable among the staff and patrons alike. It serves as a reminder of the power of kindness and the pitfalls of prejudice. The poetic justice lies not in retribution, but in the quiet revolution within the waiter's heart. He understands now that true service is not about who can afford to tip the most, but about the simple act of treating everyone with dignity. As the narrative of the evening fades into memory, the restaurant continues to thrive, its atmosphere enriched by the lessons learned. The couple, now distant figures, have left behind a legacy not of wealth, but of wisdom. And so, this story leaves us with a powerful message. In a world quick to judge, let us be the ones who seek to understand, to look beyond the surface, and to find the humanity that connects us all. This is the true measure of wealth, a treasure beyond compare.